Everybody knows this here. And the last time, him and I kind of had a back and forth. Appreciate your demeanor today. It's quite different. But after you left here, you got pretty excited about the keyboard. In fact, you tweeted at me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. And let me read what the last one said. It said, greedy CEO who pretends like he's self-made. Sir, I wish you was in the truck with me when I was building my plumbing company. Myself and my wife was running the office because I sure remember working pretty hard and long hours. Pretends like he's self-made. What a clown. Fraud. Always has been, always will be. Quit the tough guy act in these Senate hearings. You know where to find me. Any place, anytime, cowboy. Sir, this is a time, this is a place. If you want to run your mouth, we can be two consenting adults. We can finish it here.
Okay, that's fine. Perfect.
You want to do it now?
I'd love to do it right now.
Well, stand your butt up then.
You stand your butt up.
Oh, hold on.
Big guy.
Oh, stop it.
Is that your solution every
Hold it. No, sit down. Sit down. Look at you. You know, you're a United States Senator. Sit down.
Active.
Oh, okay.
Sit down, please.
All right.
Can I respond, Mr.
Hold
Chairman?
it. Hold it.
In what is now the United States Senate, Senator Markwayne Mullin actually jumped up and challenged Teamsters President Sean O'Brien to a fight right in the middle of that Senate hearing. So Senator Bernie Sanders finally stepped in to separate the two rowdy boys.
If
Hold
we
on.
can't, no,
This is
I have
what
the
he
mic.
said.
I'm sorry.
This is
Hold
what
it.
he said.
You'll have your time.
Okay.
Can I respond?
Oh, no, you can't. This is a hearing. And God knows the American people have enough contempt for Congress. Let's not
I don't
make
like
it worse.
thugs and bullies.
You have,
And that's
you
what-
have
I don't like
time.
you, because you
Hold
just
it.
described yourself.
Hold it.
Actually, maybe this fight will spill over into the hallway later, because this isn't the first time that Senator Mullin and O'Brien have gotten into it.
I started with nothing. Absolutely nothing. In fact, I started below nothing. And I started growing this little plumbing company with 6 employees to now we have over 300 employees. And back in 2009, you guys tried to unionize me. My guys were making money. They were getting paid more than the union halls were paying their plumbers. Our benefits were better. But because we started bidding jobs that were union jobs and winning those, union pipe fitters decided they were going to come after us. They would show up at my house. They'd be leaning up against my trucks. I'm not afraid of a physical confrontation. In fact, sometimes I look forward to it. That's not my problem. But when you're doing that to my employees, you talk about CEOs that are making all this money, and what do you make, Mr. O'Brien?
Well, I'm glad you asked that question.
Yeah, I know
Senator.
what you make, because in 2019, your salary was, what is this, $193,000? I'm sure you got some pay raises since then.
Yeah, when I was a
And the
ranking,
average UPS driver, the feeder driver, makes $35,000 a year.
that's
and
inac-
what do you bring?
That's
to the table?
inaccurate.
Hold on a second.
That's inaccurate. State
no, I've
facts.
got it right here.
State facts.
And don't tell me I'm out
You
of
are
line.
in line.
Don't tell me I'm out of line.
Well, you frame.
Don't tell me.
You
I'm
frame,
making a
you
statement.
frame. You
Sir,
frame the statement
you need
like
to
a tough
shut your
guy.
mouth,
Yeah.
because you don't know
You're
what
gonna tell
you're
me to shut
talking
my
about.
mouth?
Yes,
Yeah.
I did.
Hold it.
Yeah.
Hold it.
Yes, I
Tough
did.
guy. I'm not
Senator,
afraid of physical.
You
Senator,
don't have
hold
to be,
it.
but don't sit there and tell me I'm out of line.
And from that testy exchange came the tweet from O'Brien that set Mullin's hair on fire. Greedy CEO who pretends like he's self-made. In reality, just a clown and fraud. Always has been, always will be. Quit the tough guy act in these Senate hearings. You know where to find me. Any place, anytime, cowboy. Hashtag little man syndrome. Without acknowledging the stool that the Teamster president highlighted, Mullin went to his comfortable place by challenging him to a fight. An attention-seeking union Teamster boss is trying to be punchy after our Senate hearing. Okay, I accept your challenge. MMA fight for charity of our choice. September 30th in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I'll give you 3 days to accept. I don't know why he only has 3 days to respond, but still, there was no punches thrown, there was no orbital bones shattered, and that petulant back and forth died down until their reunification bout that happened today. And internet ridicule took over, with people posting images of Senator Mullin going from tough guy to scared guy. But oddly, something must be in the water in Washington, D.C., and with Republicans, because there was another near fight between former Speaker Kevin McCarthy and one of the guys that voted to oust him, Representative Tim Burchett. They've been beefing in public ever since Burchett's media tour, where he badmouthed him while kicking his ass out. And this is what reportedly happened right before that video of Kevin McCarthy taking off. Burchett was reportedly speaking to a journalist, Claudia Grisales from NPR, when McCarthy shoved him as his back was turned. Burchett was then heard calling McCarthy a jerk before yelling, "Why'd you elbow me in the back, Kevin? Hey, Kevin, you got any guts?" Burchett then ran after McCarthy and caught up to him. That's when this conversation took place, according to Grisales. "Hey, Kevin, why'd you walk behind me and elbow me in the back?" McCarthy, "I didn't elbow you in the back." Burchett, "You got no guts. You did so. The reporter said it right there. What kind of chicken move is that? You go nuts. You did so. The reporter said right there. What kind of chicken move is that? You're pathetic, man. You're so pathetic. You pushed me first. I didn't elbow you. But you started the whole thing back in January. But you just got mad at me again today." Our elected leaders are now fighting over things like this. Burchett, though, wrapped up the day of head fakes and iffing at each other with an interview that my kids' yard monitors could have conducted.
At that time, I got elbowed in the back, and it kind of caught me off guard because it was a clean shot to the kidneys. And I turned back, and there was Kevin, and I for a minute I was kind of, what the heck just happened? And then I chased after him. Of course, he's as I've stated many times, he's a bully with $17 million in a security detail.